Alright everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Christina, aka The Writer, and today we are back with some more WWE 2K20 NXT Universe Mode goodness.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Venice Beach, California, the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey!
So there we go, people. Ronda Rousey and Finn Balor kicking things off in mixed tag team action. We are in week 3 of 4 of our mixed match challenge goodness condensed version here on the channel. If you want to see an extended version of it in the future, just let me know, because that would be quite swell. Also, I don't understand why it takes apparently like 3 days for one package to get to another location, but here we are. Anyway, round. That's besides the point. We are back with mixed match challenge goodness as per usual. Please leave a like, leave a comment, and hit the subscribe button. Any and all support is much appreciated here on the channel. We also got social media links in the description down below as well, including Twitch, which I'm hoping to get some more streaming in before I move. But I'm more concerned about just getting these videos like recorded and cranked out and all that sort of thing. So again, this is pre-recorded.
From Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor!
As I was about to say, these Universe Mode episodes are pre-recorded. A lot of these episodes are going to be pre-recorded just in general here on the channel. Like, if there's something special, like, oh yeah, we did a stream on this day or whatever, that'll just come out the following weekend to make my life a little bit easier. So, anyway around, I realized, like, okay, Christina, why are you pre-recording a lot of this stuff? Again, as I've mentioned in previous videos, up the wazoo, I am moving at the end of July. That is right, we are moving states in the middle of all this going on in the world. Please just pray for my soul if you're the praying type, and if you are not, just keep me in your thoughts, please. That is all. By the time this video is out, which should be next Friday... Yeah, that sounds right. Next Friday. Yeah. So that would be the 10th, I believe. Let me see here. Alright, Google Calendar, you got this. Yes, so that'll be the 10th that this video should be out. That means I will be 2 weeks out from moving. So, yeah. We're moving towards the end of the month, not like at the end of the month, because once August 1st hits, then like everybody starts moving all of a sudden because colleges and stuff like that. So, that being said, we've got ourselves a bit of a situation just in general, so here we go. Here we go. We got Finn Balor and Ronda Rousey taking on Rhea, Ripley, and The Miz.
Australia, Rhea Ripley!
So here we go, people. This is going to be an interesting matchup, to say the least. We got 3 mixed match challenge matches. We have 2 championship matches, including our tag team title matchup and an Extreme Rules match, and then we have our Intercontinental Championship being defended as well. So again, if anyone wins a championship, if anybody has a championship and they win the mixed match challenge, oh boy, then they will still receive a championship opportunity. So it's going to get quite interesting, to say the least. As you can kind of tell, the fans are already, like, pretty excited about this matchup in general. And we are about to get something quite awesome here on the channel. Pun intended.
And residing in Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds,
Here we go, people. The Miz is on his way down to the ring. We have The Miz and Rhea Ripley taking on Finn Balor and Ronda Rousey. In terms of the standings as to where they are at, Rhea Ripley and The Miz still have yet to pick up a win, but Ronda Rousey and Finn Balor, of course, picking up a huge win last episode against Christina Jacobs, the NXT Women's Champion, and Trent Seven. Seven and Jacobs will be in action tonight against the top-ranking team of Mia Yim and Cesaro. So all the B teams are going to be in action, as well as... Okay, well, the fans cut me off. LOL. We will also be seeing Sasha Banks and Matt Riddle take on Lacey Evans and AJ Styles in our main event here tonight. So we got 2 title matches, we got 3 mixed match challenge matches. So it's going to get quite interesting to say the least in this episode, but here we go. This is a match that I think a lot of people want to see in general, myself included, Ronda Rousey and Rhea Ripley. I definitely feel like we had this matchup on the channel, but here we are. Ronda Rousey making it clear that she is not going to back down in this mixed match challenge, and somehow, someway, she has been working pretty cohesively with Finn Balor for the most part. Ripley and Miz have still yet to pick up a win here tonight, or in this challenge, I should say. After last week, it's going to be quite interesting to see where these matchups are going to go, but Rhea Ripley, huge suplex onto Ronda Rousey. Ooh. And a huge boot from Ripley to Rousey. This is quite interesting. We're going to see quite a battle between these two teams, like especially these two women. Of course, The Miz and Finn Balor have plenty of history prior to this, of course. But it's going to be interesting to see Ronda Rousey and Rhea Ripley interact with each other in the ring here as well. Finn Balor with a running dropkick toward Miz. Balor, huge German suplex onto The Miz. Oh. Oh, and a huge leg takedown by The Miz. And Miz tagging back in Ripley. Ripley and Ronda Rousey are back in this. Rousey versus Ripley. Huge takedown from Ronda. Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, huge elbows. Oh, huge elbows right to Rhea Ripley. Huge move right there from Ronda Rousey onto Rhea Ripley. And the frequent tags are going to help out quite a bit. Keep all the partners fresh and on their toes, to say the least. Finn Balor with a huge sling blade onto The Miz. Miz and Rhea Ripley are not looking too good right now, to say the least. I think that is safe to say. But Miz countering, ducking out of Finn Balor's dropkick right there. Huge front dropkick of his own right here. Slamming him right into the mat. Miz going to the top rope. We don't see this a whole lot. Oh. Ronda Rousey just trying to interject herself into the matchup. But Miz gets to tag into Rhea Ripley to go off against Ronda Rousey once more. Ripley going for a guillotine submission hold. Of course, Ronda Rousey knows a thing or two about submission holds, given her previous MMA, UFC background and all of that. Rhea Ripley, huge kick to the head of Ronda Rousey, but Rousey gets right back up, not going to back down from this at all. By the end of next episode, we're going to see who our top-tier teams are going to be. Will one of these two teams make it to this point? Again, this is the last matchup for Ronda Rousey and Finn Balor. Ripley and Miz have one more match next week. And it'll also be the last matchup that Jacobs and Seven will have later on in the evening as well. Again, each team will face off against each other like one time. So each team should only have 3 matches each. So that's where it's going. If there's a tie, we will cross that bridge once we get to it. Here we go. Rhea Ripley. Oh, Rousey getting out of that corner. That is a very wise strategy right there. This is quite interesting. Ripley coming back. Just throwing down with Ronda Rousey right there. Just really taking it to Ronda Rousey. Rhea Ripley is out here to just not only prove why her team is superior, why she is superior as well. And we are seeing that right here. Huge feat of strength right here from Rhea Ripley. Oh god, and that stalling suplex is just one example of Rhea Ripley's just sheer strength. And Ronda kicks out at 2. What's Ronda going for here? I think she's looking for it. Oh, and the Piper's Pit right onto Rhea Ripley. Ronda going in for the cover. And Ripley kicks out. Balor just taking out the Miz right there with a huge running bulldog. But Rousey has that sleeper hold locked in on Rhea Ripley. Will she tap out? And Ripley powering out of that sleeper hold right there with a huge jawbreaker right there. Oh, huge move right there from Ronda onto Rhea Ripley. Miz. Oh, huge neck breaker right there from the Miz. Ripley's not looking too good right here, people. Finn with a huge gut buster right there onto the Miz. Pele kick. Finn Balor's getting the momentum up for his team. Oh! And the Miz with a huge takedown right there. Oh, and a huge DDT from Finn Balor. Miz rolling out of the ring, realizing that he's in a sticky situation right here. But the Miz coming back inside the ring, huge knee breaker right there. Referee's down. The referee is officially down. And he's back up. But the Miz, huge running drop kick into that corner. Definitely getting some momentum going for his team. Going in for the cover. And Balor kicks out at 2. These two teams want the championship opportunities ahead at WrestleMania. But who's going to get it? We're going to find out in this episode and upcoming episodes. Should be quite interesting, to say the least. Oh, and Miz, he's going for it, and Miz has the figure 4 leg lock onto Finn Balor right here. Will Finn tap out, or will he hang on, get the win for the team, or will the Miz prevail? Oh, Balor, he's turning it over, and Balor turns it over. Oh, what's going on here? And right into the corner. I think that might be it. That might just be it, people. Rhea Ripley is not doing too good right here. But the Miz powering out of that huge move right there. The huge running front dropkick in the corner. And Ronda Rousey is back in the matchup. But is Rhea Ripley okay? That's going to be the better question that I think a lot of us are going to have. Oh! Huge counter from Ripley. Oh, but Ronda, snapmare takedown. What's she doing here? And Ripley coming back. Oh my goodness. Rousey going in for something here. Oh, and Ripley with a huge counter right there. Oh, and I think she's looking for it. The Riptide connects. Could this be it? Oh, and Balor just shoving Rhea Ripley off of Ronda Rousey. Oh my god. I thought that was it, people. What a comeback this has been for Miz and Rhea Ripley right here. Huge kick to the back of the head onto Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey. Jesus. Oh, and a huge knee right to Rousey right there. Rousey going to the outside of the ring. But Ripley tags in Miz. Huge running drop kick from Balor onto Miz. What's Miz up to here? Oh no! Oh! Good lord. Miz with the takedown. What's gonna happen next? Balor somehow gets out of it somehow. I don't even know what I just said. Balor gets somehow out of it somehow. I don't know, fam. I really don't know. But Balor gets out of that move and into a DDT onto the canvas. Oh, huge kick. Oh, and Miz sending Finn Balor over the top rope. What a matchup this has been. Like, the first matchups have been, like, the most physical, the longest matchups, etc. But I'm here for it. This is, once again, Ronda Rousey and Finn Balor's last matchup, so even more important for them to win this as well. Oh! What's going on here? Oh! Huge kick to the back of the head. Finn Balor taking a moment to stall, letting this success just kind of marinate almost. In a way, I don't blame him, but in a way, I'm also like, Finn, just go get the win. Just go get the win for your team, dude. Oh. Huge arm drag takedown from The Miz. Balor counters. And Finn's got Miz right in the corner. And the tag has been made. What's going on here? What's going on here? What are these two looking for? Oh, and a double powerbomb from Finn Balor and Ronda Rousey. I mean, yeah, from Finn Balor and Ronda Rousey onto Rhea Ripley and The Miz. Ronda's looking for it again, and she hits the Piper's Pit once more. This might be it, people. This might be it. Oh, and Ripley gets out of this somehow. Some way. What a matchup. What a matchup indeed. This has been crazy. This has been just utterly crazy. Here we go, people. Here we go. Here we go, people. Here we go. This matchup has been everything I think a lot of us have wanted and then some, and I'm honestly here for it. What a matchup this has been by far. By far. And Ripley getting in the tag to The Miz this time around. What are they looking for here? And a huge double suplex right there. Miz going right for Finn Balor right here. But Balor counters whatever Miz was trying to go for. Huge running dropkick from Balor. Oh, Balor's going for something, and a huge scoop slam. Huge, huge, huge scoop slam. What's going on right here? And Miz with a huge counter. He's going for it once more. Miz has the figure 4 locked in. Could this be it? Could this be it? Or will Finn Balor somehow navigate his way out of this? And Balor turns it all the way around, getting out of this predicament right here. What's going on for Balor? Think he might have it. Oh! Good lord. And Finn Balor and Ronda Rousey make it 2-1 here tonight. That brings The Miz and Rhea Ripley down to 0-2. And now that puts Ronda Rousey and Finn Balor at 2-1. If I can actually highlight and move things around now, that'd be fantastic. But who's going to be joining them so far? Who will be joining them? Will it be Mia Yim and Cesaro, or will it be Jacobs and Seven? We're going to find out in just a tad bit.
Here are your winners, Ronda Rousey and Finn Balor.
So here we go. Finn Balor and Ronda Rousey winning this huge matchup here tonight. Let's continue onward. We got tag titles on the line up next. And Aleister Black is out here. What is Aleister Black doing out here? Just in general, the former NXT champion. I'm going to need every ounce of that energy of adrenaline tonight because I've got a bone to pick with somebody in the back. Have you heard this guy running around and talking about how he can beat me? It's kind of funny, isn't it? I just look at this guy and think, man, was anyone else hurt in this accident? You've got two choices, Bobby Lashley. You can either come out here and face me like a man, or I can come back there and find you. Either way, I'm going to get my hands on you one way or another. The former champion calling out the current champion right now, Bobby Lashley, will be defending his championship against Drew McIntyre next episode. Not this episode, but the next episode. So what's going to happen here with Mr. Lashley and Aleister Black? We're going to find out, people. We are about to find out. Bobby Lashley making his way down to the ring here tonight. Let's see what the champ's got to say right here. I have to think that this wasn't your idea. I mean, you're not bright, we've established that, but this is a level of stupid even you wouldn't sink to. So I'm thinking that someone put this idea in your head, and you got thinking that this was how you were going to make a name for yourself. Bad idea, pal. You'd better hope and pray that whatever you want to say is something I'm going to want to hear, because I don't appreciate it when wannabe tough guys come out here and interrupt me with useless nonsense conversation that goes somewhere. So now that you're out here, choose your words carefully. You seem to pretend that it didn't take me a lot for me to win my championship. This wasn't given to me. I wasn't born into it. I had to work from the bottom up, same as you, and rise to the top. I earned my title every step of the way. I won't stand here and let you besmirch all the struggles I went through to win. Shouldn't even have to tell you this. Stand up like a real superstar. Don't flinch. Take it. And take me on. Live up to your mantle you've thrown around your neck with a title like champion. That word has to mean something. It means you're in a class of your own. Even if you aren't, stand up and pretend to be, because I want my title back. This is interesting. So, it looks like Aleister Black might be getting at it, potentially. I just wanted to come out here tonight and say to your face that there's nothing you can ever do to me. You'll never be able to beat me, because I've got something in my pocket that you'll never have. Friends in high places. The authority gives me a certain degree of safety to do whatever I want. It's pretty funny that you think about this is the way to go about getting a match with me. You've got to set no two ways about it, and I'm almost inclined to give you what you want, but for me, I'm always about what's best for the WWE Universe, and giving them an on-the-fly match out of nowhere isn't what they want. They want excitement, anticipation, intensity. Should we take this to the next level? Should we add me to this matchup next week? God, I don't like this. Two are squaring off right here. Oh! And Lashley hitting Aleister Black down below. These two squaring off. We just got breaking confirmation that these two men will face off next week. Drew McIntyre, Aleister Black, Bobby Lashley. Triple threat action next week for the NXT Championship. We also have a Women's Championship matchup next week. Unfortunately, Sasha Banks is going to have to pull double duty, so you will have Sasha Banks versus Christina Jacobs for the NXT Women's Championship, and we will also have the NXT Championship decided between Drew McIntyre, Aleister Black, and Bobby Lashley. We will also have our Mixed Match Challenge last first round matches. So we got lots of stuff coming up next week, so get excited, people. Get excited. Bobby Lashley definitely looking very dominant here before his title defense next week. We're going to see who walks out as champ next week. And here we go, people. I guess we're not getting a proper intro or anything like that, which sounds about right. Undisputed Era taking on the Street Profits.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Oh, okay, there it is.
And is for the WWE World Tag Team Championship. At a combined weight of 397 pounds, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, Undisputed Era.
So here we go, people. Here we go. We got ourselves a tag team match players. Undisputed Era, of course, winning a huge number one contenders match last episode against the Usos and Heavy Machinery to get this opportunity against the Street Profits. Of course, the Street Profits defeated DIY not too long ago here on the channel, and that's where everything's going. That is indeed where things are going. Street Profits Undisputed Era, going to be one heck of a showing here tonight for those World Tag Team titles. Not gonna lie, the titles actually suit these two very well. Speaking of titles, we also have another title match later on in the evening.
192 pounds. They are the World Tag Team Champions, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits.
But speaking of titles, we have a championship matchup later on in the evening. Shelton Benjamin, of course, winning that #1 contenders match last episode as well, will challenge Pete Dunne for the Intercontinental Championship. And we will also be seeing the NXT Women's Champion in action later on in the evening as well, in mixed tag team action during Mixed Match Challenge, as Cesaro and Mia Yim take on the NXT Women's Champion Christina Jacobs and her mixed tag team partner Trent Seven. So it's going to be quite exciting to see how all of this unfolds. Mixed Match Challenge is getting quite interesting, but the tag team picture is going to get a little bit more interesting as this matchup turned into an Extreme Rules match. I don't know why I slowed down towards the end. I was like, should I go with match? Should I go with contest? I don't know. Words. Word life. Just like mug life. I'm making some soup right now, so I'm like really excited. Fans are just as excited for this matchup as I am about this just, you know, this soup. That's where we're at here. But here we go. World Tag Team Championships on the line here tonight. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish from the Undisputed Era taking on the champions right there. Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford, the Street Profits. Here in Extreme Rules matchup. Again, we like to switch things up a little bit here on the channel, keep things fresh. That's exactly what we're doing. Okay, I just heard an airplane just go really loud, but here we are. But that's what they're fighting for, those World Tag Team titles. If I have to pause the match at any point, so if there's a slight jump cut, it's just because of my soup and the soupy situation we've got going on here. But here we go. Undisputed Era, Street Profits duking it out right here tonight. This could be quite an interesting matchup to say the least. I'm excited to see how this turns out, and I think you all should be too. Forward going right for O'Reilly and Fish and Dawkins duking it out right here. Montez Ford, huge bulldog, running bulldog I should say. Street Profits are already like, these two are going to be quite interesting, to say the least. Again, both of them are technically from Raw, but of course the tag team division is cross-branded, so it's going to be interesting to say the least who, like, walks out with the gold here tonight. We got two outside the ring, we got two inside the ring. Looks like Angelo Dawkins is trying to look for some sort of a weapon out there, and he brings in a steel chair. This is quite interesting. Oh, and everybody just kind of got mix-matched in the middle right there. But Dawkins going after Fish, O'Reilly going after Ford. That chair is right there for anybody's, well, fair use, really. Like, anybody, it's fair game. Oh, and Montez Ford kips right up. Street Profits are, well, going to town. Montez Ford has the chair, sets it right up in the corner, and it looks like O'Reilly is on the outside of the ring right here. 2-on-1 advantage for the Street Profits right here. There's been a reason why they've been pretty much, even before we unified the tag belts, like, there's a reason why they were actually, like, the tag team champs for so long over on Raw. We got a pinfall attempt, and Fish kicks out. Both teams are back at in full force. Oh, and a huge punch from Montez Ford, counter from Fish. O'Reilly sending Dawkins right into the corner with that steel chair. O'Reilly here. Bobby Fish going in for the cover. And Ford kicks out. Street Profits have been on a bit of a roll the last few episodes here on the channel, so it'll be interesting to see if that momentum carries them onward and upward to retain the championships. But the submission got locked in, but Montez Ford breaking things up. We got a member of each team on the outside of the ring here tonight. We got a ladder getting brought into the mix. This is not a ladder match. Pinfalls and submissions are the only way to win this matchup. Oh, and a huge German suplex right onto the ladder. I am in pain. I am in absolute pain. I am in absolute pain. And Bobby Fish kicks out. Angelo Dawkins is the only person in the matchup still in there, but he hits the DDT. It looks like Bobby Fish is going for another weapon here. He grabs the sledgehammer. But the Street Profits taking the Undisputed Era on here tonight. We're going to see who walks out with the Tag Team Gold. We have another championship matchup going to go underway later on in the evening as well. Pete Dunne defending against Shelton Benjamin. But for now, Street Profits are on top of everything so far, but we'll see how things go. Oh, and a huge DDT for Montez Ford onto Kyle O'Reilly. As Angelo Dawkins going in for the cover right here. I think the pinfall unintentionally got broken up, but we'll see about that. Bobby Fish and O'Reilly are in the ring right here. Dawkins going in for another cover, but Fish breaks things up. Trying to take advantage of the 2-on-1 situation right here. And he's got it locked in. He's got a sleeper hold locked in here tonight. Referee was even like, I'm not messing around with this dude at all. Kyle O'Reilly taking advantage of the situation, taking down Montez Ford with a huge armbar. Will that be enough? Oh, and the Street Profits starting to come back here tonight. Huge running elbow. I need to go check out my soup soon, but here we are. Huge DDT from O'Reilly onto Ford. Dawkins coming in with a baseball bat now. Jesus, take the wheel. Oh, but O'Reilly uses it to his advantage instead. That is interesting. O'Reilly looking for once again another weapon, but Dawkins catches him right then and there. Drag him back inside the ring again. Pinfall or submission only. No countouts, no DQs, just pinfall or submission. That's how you win the matchup. Champion's advantage not in play here tonight in this type of match. Bobby Fish. Oh, and a huge running knee strike right there. Montez Ford back at it, just taking out the Undisputed Era one baseball bat swing at a time. I am in pain watching this matchup. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. These two are just going to town. And Dawkins going in for the cover. And that just happened. Bobby Fish somehow is still in this. Going in for the cover. And the Street Profits retain their championships. So, huge congratulations to the Street Profits. And what was really like a car crash of a match here tonight, people. There's no other way around it. The Street Profits successfully retaining against the Undisputed Era.
WWE Tag Team Champions Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins.
So there you have it, people. Retained. We have one set of titles defended successfully. Will we continue that onward later on this evening with Pete Dunne in the Intercontinental Championship against Shelton Benjamin? But for right now, congratulations to the Street Profits. Alright everyone, we are back with mixed tag team action. Here with our mixed match challenge goodness. This is going to be quite the match, to say the least.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Fontana, California, Mia Yim.
Here we go, Mia Yim in action here tonight. Tagging up with her, of course, Mixed Match Challenge partner, Cesaro. It's going to be quite an interesting matchup, to say the least. Definitely going to be a hard-hitting affair, which I feel like is an understatement, given the two teams in this matchup. But it should be quite interesting. We will also have ourselves the Intercontinental Championship being defended, and a huge main event with mixed tag action as well. And there he is. Cesaro is here tonight. There he is.
From Lucerne, Switzerland, weighing in at 232 pounds, Cesaro!
Here we go. Cesaro is out here tonight with his tag team partner, Mia Yim. It's going to be quite an interesting matchup. Definitely going to be a hard-hitting affair, like I just said. Again, if you hear any sort of just weird noises, more than likely it's going to be me eating my soup. So there's that. I made some, well, it was really just a can of chicken noodle soup, but I felt soupy because, well, it is soupy outside here. Seriously, it's pretty soupy. It is very soupy here today. Like, here where I'm at right now, before I move, well, to be fair, I'm only moving like an hour and a half away from where I'm at right now. So just to give you some perspective, I'm only moving like an hour and a half away. But it's still moving, and moving is stressful, right? So, right now, when I'm recording this, which I'm recording this on the 4th of July, so like a week ago, and even then, it's still going to be pretty toasty, to say the least. And here comes the champ.
From Cleveland, Ohio, the NXT Women's Champion, Christina Jacobs.
Not gonna lie, I actually really like that jacket. Like, I want one for myself now. But the NXT Women's Champion here tonight in Mixed Match Challenge action. She will also be defending her championship against Sasha Banks, who is pulling double duty next week. So, brownie points for Sasha for stepping up to the plate a little bit. But it is 91 degrees Fahrenheit here. I don't know what that would be in Celsius offhand. So we're going to look this up because I'm genuinely curious. But the fans are quite excited for this matchup. They're excited to see the NXT champion, NXT Women's Champion, I should clarify. And they're excited, equally excited to see her tag team partner.
And representing Mustache Mountain from Wolverhampton, England, weighing in at 216 pounds, Trent Seven.
Alright, hold up here. Can you just give me a conversion thing, please? Because I'm like, what is going on here with this temperature stuff? So yeah, I'll say like one thing and then it's like, okay, wait, now a good percentage of my viewers live in the UK. So, and also in general, like the US is weird. Like we do so many things that I don't even understand. It's fine. But either way, we got ourselves mixed tag action. Cesaro and Mia Yim taking on the tandem of Trent Seven and the NXT Women's Champion, Christina Jacobs. Will she have that title as of after next week? Well, we're going to find out. It's going to be quite interesting indeed. Okay, so for my non-States friends out there, so basically anyone outside the United States, or anyone that doesn't use Fahrenheit, which is probably a good chunk of the world, we are at 32.7 degrees Celsius. If we're rounding up, we're going with 32.8 degrees Celsius. So yeah, it is pretty freaking hot here. Jacobs, huge move right off the bat. Going in for a very quick cover. I've got to say, I'm not sure about that strategy. But hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what I got to say. Got to do what you got to do to get the win. Frequent tags. Of course, alright, people, get your snacks for this one. Again, we get to see little mini matches within these matches too, and this is definitely one that I think a lot of us want to see in general. Like, we could just see this matchup happening and just everybody beating the crap out of each other, and I'm here for it. But here we go, Cesaro and Trent 7 facing off after a very brief showdown between Jacobs and Yim. Maybe it's like that mutual understanding of like, okay, I know you have a title defense next week, like, this is fine, but this, depending on who wins this matchup, and, you know, next week, of course, too, this might be somebody's last match. We're not sure yet. Mia Yim. Oh, huge kick to the back. Oh, huge kick right to the face from Yim to Jacobs. Okay, we got plenty of, we got some good soup here, so life is good. Life is good with a bowl of soup. And here we go, Cesaro and 7 duking it out once more. Looks like we got a little bit of a Cesaro section back there in the crowd, just a tad bit. Huge kick to the back of the knee. Again, apologies. Soup action's going on over here. Oh! These two are just countering, like, everything, it seems like. And again, if shenanigans happen, shenanigans happen. And we will cross that bridge if and when we get to it. And a huge fall-away slam from Cesaro onto 7. And Cesaro getting the tag into Mia Yim. This is actually, these two teams are actually not doing too terrible, all things considering. And it's actually been interesting to see how they've been able to gel and stuff like that. Again, Cesaro and 7 are both former tag team champs here on the series. Mia Yim had a number of opportunities for the NXT Women's Championship, but has not capitalized on them yet. So it'll be quite interesting. Ronda Rousey does have technically a win over the champion, but we'll see how all that unfolds. Huge kick from the champ. What's she looking for here? Oh, and a huge leg drop onto Mia Yim. Jacobs going in for the cover. Going for the cover and gets a 1 count. Mia Yim powering through. Counter from Yim. Huge head scissors right there. And Yim tags out. Cesaro's in. 7 is in. And a huge move right there from Cesaro. Oh! Ouch. I felt that big boot over here. 7's back into this. We're going to see who's going to come out with the huge win here tonight. Oh, and a punch right to Cesaro here tonight. Oh, huge move right there from 7. Looks like things are starting to slowly get back into their favor right here tonight. What will be next here? And 7 getting the tag into Jacobs. Some double team action. Series of chops right there. Followed up by a clothesline. And the women are the legal ones in the ring here. Going in for the cover and a 1 count. Oh, and Jacobs catches it right into a belly-to-belly suplex right here. Oh, and a huge kick to the back of the leg right there. Oh, and a huge springboard maneuver right there, picking up the pace for her team. Again, the slower pace benefits everybody else in this matchup, except for her. Huge move right there and into the cover. The Spanish Fly connects. And Yim gets out of that maneuver right there. She gets out at 2. Oh, huge kick. But Yim... Oh, and a power bomb from Mia Yim. It's definitely not looking good. What is Mia Yim up to here? Huge power bomb. And Jacobs gets out of it. Mia Yim trying to slow things down here. Cesaro, I'm not quite sure what you're up to. I really have no idea. Why isn't the referee counting him out or anything like that? Because shenanigans. What is Cesaro up to? Like, I'm a little concerned. Huge neck breaker from Yim right here. What is Mia Yim looking for here? Oh no! Oh, and she hits it! Mia Yim hits that move right there. And Jacob somehow kicks out of that move. Oh, but Mia Yim, huge slam right there. Yim picking up Jacobs right there in the middle of the ring like that. What's going to happen next? Jacob's still trying to shake off the offense right here. And Jacobs with a counter. Oh, and she hits it! And she hits it, people. That's all she wrote. That is all she wrote. The champ and Trent 7 are going on with a huge win here tonight, but this is getting much more competitive than I think a lot of us imagined here tonight. Again, once Jacobs gets that move on, once she gets that Dragon Sleeper followed up by that cutter, it's over, people. That is all. That's the. So let's see here. We gotta update our rankings here. Okay, we're in episode what, 42. Oh boy, we got a tie so far at the top.
Christina, Jacobs, and Trent 7.
Alright, people, so we got a bit of a tie at the top now. This is interesting. But here we go. Huge win here tonight for this tandem right here. So far in B block, we have a tie. We've got Ronda Rousey and Finn Balor 2-1, and these two have a 2-1. We have Mia Yim and Cesaro, who have 1-1 now. We have Rhea, Ripley, and The Miz, who have 0-2. So it's going to be interesting because we're going to run into a little bit of a rough patch if Yim and Cesaro pull out a win next week against Rhea, Ripley, and The Miz. So we've got to have some place guards in there. So if that's the case, we may have a triple threat match or something. Like, you know, a singles triple threat match and see what happens. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to there, alright? Or if we get to there, that's a better question. So Mia Yim and Cesaro are officially 1-1. We've got a tie at the top. So B group is getting quite interesting, to say the least. So we have a tie for first place. We have Yim and Cesaro at second place, and Ripley and Miz at number 3. So without further ado, let's keep this party going here tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
Here we go, people. Intercontinental Championship matchup about to go underway here tonight. I'm excited. You all should be excited as well. We got Shelton Benjamin challenging Pete Dunne after winning a huge fatal 4-way matchup last week. I'm excited to see where this matchup is going to go. I really am. Shelton Benjamin, of course, on a bit of a tear as of late, just trying to get his momentum going. Any and all opportunities that anybody can get heading into WrestleMania is a good time. Here we go. Pete Dunne on his way down to the ring, the bruiserweight. Has held on to that championship for God knows how many episodes now. So will tonight be the night that he gets dethroned? Well, we're going to find out. Here we go. Pete Dunne making his way down to the ring. He is in a team, of course, with Charlotte Flair for Mixed Match Challenge as well. That team is currently undefeated in Group A. So, we're going to have a huge Group A main event. Main event? Oh my god, my accent is mixing. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. So, we will have Sasha Banks and Matt Riddle. Banks, of course, challenging Christina Jacobs, who we just saw in action with a huge win. Sasha Banks, Matt Riddle taking on Lacey Evans and AJ Styles in tonight's main event. So, we're going to see how Group A starts to shake up. Those two teams both have a loss, so it's going to be quite interesting to say the least. And there it is, people, the Intercontinental Championship.
Introducing the challenger from Orangeburg, South Carolina, weighing in at 248 pounds, Shelton Benjamin. And introducing the champion from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne.
The amount of signs that people have brought here tonight has been quite interesting to see unfold. But here we go. We have Shelton Benjamin, Pete Dunne, Intercontinental Championship. Shelton Benjamin, not a stranger to this championship, but it's been a little bit of time since he's had it. So we're going to see how this matchup just pans out. I'm curious to see this one. Got a lock up to start things off here tonight. Referee separating the two. Oh, and Pete Dunne with a huge right hand coming out of the corner. Now it is Benjamin that's in the corner here tonight. Referee trying to break things up. Benjamin with a huge takedown right there. Pete Dunne just trying to get through this hold, and he does. Friends, this is one of those matchups where we just need to sit back and just kind of appreciate it a little bit. Just appreciate the ride, just a tad bit. Oh no! Oh, Jesus. Oh no, oh god. Huge float over DDT from Dunne. Again, apologies if I'm a little bit quiet. You know, soup. Soup life is the best life. Not when you're feeling soupy, but being soupy. In terms of having your soup on is a good time. Pete Dunne letting Shelton Benjamin get up to his feet, really wanting to just take his time with this matchup here. I just cracked my wrist. Did anybody just hear that? Oh my god. Benjamin really slowing things down just a tad bit. It's going to be interesting to see who this is going to benefit. Again, this is a matchup where we're just going to sit back and enjoy. Armbar takedown onto Dunne. Will Pete get out of this? And he does. Good Jesus. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who this slower pace is going to benefit more in the long run. Huge right hand from Dunne onto Benjamin right here. And a huge power bomb onto Pete Dunne from Shelton Benjamin. These two are back outside the ring. Again, champion's advantage is at stake here tonight. These two are back inside the ring here. I think he might be going for something here. And he hits it. And Pete Dunne retains here tonight. Both titles were defended successfully here tonight. Will that be the case moving forward? What's this? What is this? Sign of sportsmanship from the two here tonight. What a victory for Pete Dunne, but what a matchup between these two that we just saw. And here we go, people. Main event time of the evening. Sasha Banks, Matt Riddle, AJ Styles, Lacey Evans. Gonna be an interesting matchup to say the least. I was like waiting for the ring announcer to like do his thing, but apparently that's not the case, so here we go. Going to be quite an interesting showdown between these two teams, to say the least. And there he is, Matt Riddle, on his way down to the ring here tonight. And here comes Lacey Evans. Apologies, people. Like, the fatigue is starting to settle in, to say the least. But thankfully, this should be my last episode that I'm recording before I'm taking a break for the day. Because holy crap, recording 3 episodes has been quite... It's been a time. It has been a time. And the Phenomenal One making his way out to the ring here tonight. And there goes another helicopter. And here we go, huge matchup about to get underway here. Sasha Banks, Lacey Evans, starting things off for their teams here tonight. And, well, that was quick. that was quick. Styles and Riddle inside the match right here tonight as well. We're getting all nice and comfy and cozy as we wrap up this episode. Nonetheless, or start to wrap up this matchup. Oh, and a huge kick right there from Matt Riddle onto Styles. This is interesting. This is just interesting to say the least. So as per usual, just get your snacks, get your twisted beverage, go get comfy and cozy because I sure am. And I need a nap after recording because I've been recording on and off since like 1 o'clock this afternoon. It's almost like 6. So just giving y'all some perspective. We're at a 3 count. We are at a 3 count. Will this be the anticlimactic finish, or what will indeed unfold? We're gonna see what happens here. We're at a 6 count. We're at 7. Huge mat slam right there. Referee's at an 8 count. And they're both back in at a 9 count side Russian leg sweep from Evans onto Banks. And it looks like Riddle and Styles are now back inside the ring right here. And the tag is back in. Again, apologies everyone. I am just like exhausted. Just, you know, I think 3, you know how it's like, okay, well, where's the limit? Like from Mean Girls or whatever, and it's like 3. 3 is the limit. 3 episodes is definitely the limit here, people. We've reached it. We've hit it. It's been a time. And we have a 1 count right there. Whew. Is Lacey okay? We're gonna need to check in on her. It looks like Sasha Banks and Matt Riddle might have a little bit of an advantage right here. We're not sure what's going on with Lacey Evans just yet, but this is quite interesting. Oh, what a huge knee. And Styles kicks out. Again, my apologies. Like, I feel like I'm just a little bit more tuned out this episode, but that's just because I've been kind of recording, I think, all day. Something crazy like that. But thankfully, next week we only have 2 episodes. So, there is that. So, again, these are a little bit longer than usual, but I hope you all are enjoying the episodes. I've been enjoying the journey thus far. So, it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens next with all these different developments, their championships, and the mixed match challenge, just craziness in general. So we're going to see how it all pans out. We really are. Oh, and Styles hits it on Matt Riddle. Could this be it? Could this be the opening that Styles needs? Oh. Oh, and Riddle, I think he's got it. He's got something locked in here. He's got the armbar locked in on AJ Styles. Could this be it? Styles powers through somehow, some way. Huge counter from AJ Styles right here. Huge clothesline from Riddle. Nice counter. Oh, Jesus. A huge series of strikes from Riddle to Styles here tonight. And another flurry of strikes right there. Here we are. Styles is going for something here, but Riddle. Oh. Oh. Oh, and Styles kicks out. Matt Riddle just hanging on to Styles, just throwing him around. What is Matt Riddle up to next? What is he going to do next? Oh, but Styles catches him. Oh! The calf crusher is locked in, people. Banks breaks things up. Matt Riddle counters. Another counter from Styles. Good Lord. Over the top rope goes AJ Styles. And Styles kicks out once again. And the armbar is locked in. And then it's not. Oh, and a huge slam from Riddle to Styles. I think Styles is looking for it here. I think he's finally looking for it. He might have it. And he hits the phenomenal forearm. Styles looking to pick up a win for his team here. Going in for the cover. And Styles and Evans pick up a huge win here tonight. What a matchup between these two teams. Holy crap. I was just like, again, my apologies for the lack of commentary at points and pockets throughout this matchup, but y'all, when you're tired, you're tired. There's no other way around it. But nonetheless, we're going to take a break from recording after this pans through. But it was...
Here are your winners, Lacey Evans and the phenomenal AJ Styles.
But it was AJ Styles and Lacey Evans that picked up the huge win here tonight. And we're going to update you in just a second here on the rankings thus far. And there you have it. We are done with this episode. Again, apologies for the lack of commentary. I am exhausted. So after this episode is done recorded, I had some food. Might have something sweet afterwards. We're going to find out. I don't know. But the rankings heading into next week are a little bit interesting. So we have Charlotte Flair and Pete Dunne in Group A leading the way with a three-way tie for second place from what it looks like. Unless if I miss something somewhere, which, you know, that could very well happen because that's like the story of my life. But Group A will be dominating much of next episode. We have next week Charlotte Flair and Pete Dunne versus Sasha Banks and Matt Riddle. Sasha's pulling double duty as she is going for the NXT Women's Championship as well. Lacey Evans and AJ Styles will take on Nikki Cross and Tyler Bate. And we will also have the finish to Group B's brackets with Rhea Ripley The Miz taking on Mia Yim and Cesaro. Rhea Ripley and The Miz and Mia Yim and Cesaro, well, they've got... Group A is looking quite interesting. We've got a three-way tie. So based off of those matches next week, we're going to see who is going on to the playoffs. So for Group A, it's really anybody's game so far. For Group B, it is also really anybody's game. But we're going to see who's going to go. Here's the thing. If Mia Yim and Cesaro win the match next week for Group B, we're going to have a three-way tie for first place. Rhea Ripley and The Miz, I don't know if it's going to help them or hurt them anymore, but if Ripley and Miz pull out the win, then we've got our two final teams right at the top right there, all nice and cushioned out. So, nonetheless, it is possible that we could see some, like, interesting developments, to say the least, potential ties, etc. But on that note, we're gonna figure that out as we go along. So on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment, do all that fun stuff here on the channel, and please hit the subscribe button. Any and all support helps and is much appreciated. So on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.